the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Illini, Memorial Stadium in Champaign, Illinois. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Illinois Fighting Illini. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Cornhuskers will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he's coming out of the end zone. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So Illinois' offense will go to work first. And they are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback and this whole offense, Dave.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful. They wreck games. They individually take over because of their greatness. It's focal point 1, 2, and 3, Jesse.
Breaks into the open. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. The give to the left side. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
The give on the inside. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Cornhuskers offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David. But the question, can they even stop it?
It's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to stop it. And it just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. You're like, sometimes he's a lineman. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jesse.
He does for sure, and because of that...
It's a running room. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Husker!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Wants to throw. It's Boyd. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Took care of it himself. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers, they can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Fighting Illini with options here on 2nd and short. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
To the air on first down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Booker. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Fighting Illini facing a 3rd and long to keep this drive alive. Deep shot for the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. Looking for room. It's Parker. Past the sticks and still on his feet. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
That's a great-looking run there. Nebraska's had such a great lineage at running back. When you think back to the great Roger Craig or Amon Green, Lawrence.
Turning it on! Shoved out of bounds right at the 35-yard line in the running game, getting the job done. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. And the Huskers come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly to the tight end. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season. Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Unloads it left. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Nice job rallying there by the defense. That's a play they needed to make. They're trailing. It's still early. Lots of football to be played, but that was an important down and distance this one early.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Fires to the middle. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now on 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
They got zero push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. All they need is a field goal to make it a two-score game, but they are going for the jugular and the touchdown here on 4th and goal. Touchdown, Nebraska! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. Out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
The give to the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
He's got an open man. There he goes. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. New set of downs after the completion. Now they'll run the draw. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Running back searching for a hole. He breaks a tackle. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So first down here as they go back to work. They'll run the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Well, jet sweep pass. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great heads-up awareness by the cornerback on that play. He saw the receiver get the ball. He shot downhill and made a nice tackle.
To throw, it's Boyd. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. This is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now, they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stops.
That's going to drive the defensive coordinator crazy because these guys take pride on their sub-defense packages. When you get into 3rd and long situations, that's when D coordinators love to get creative and throw all these exotic blitzes and pressure the quarterback. Nobody got even close to him that time. Way too much time to survey the field. And that was just way too easy for the offense to pick up that first.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Into the end zone. Touchdown, fighting a line. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
And those are tough passes when you start throwing those balls towards the sidelines. It's a longer throw for the quarterback to make, and I think that's when you see the majority of the misses for guys, the majority of the overthrows, and a little bit of inaccuracy start to show itself.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man on the right. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. The Huskers with the 1st and 10. They're going to run it. Finding open areas. There he goes. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Offense in a bunch formation. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Caught near the sticks. It's Bennett. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receivers got to understand.
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Trying to take it back.
I love defenses that make big plays, that understand what they're trying to get from the offense, understand how to attack it, jump some of these routes, make these interceptions, and then not only that, when you get the football, try to do something with it. Don't slide down. Don't take a knee. Try to bring that thing back to the house. You set your offense up for great field position.
They'll go to the ground. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. Illinois, after that big gainer, might want to see if that works again. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown to Illini. The extra point here would tie the game.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
And the extra point is good. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Oh, he wants it all. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Dropping back, it's Boyd. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
Unfortunate with that incompletion, the quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Just a short pass to the tight end.
I know everyone's yelling like you didn't get the first down, we need more yards. But if you think about it, nice short completion sets up a 3rd down. And guess what? Nowadays, 4th down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Looking to throw on 1st down. He fires one deep down the right side. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window would...
He's going to fire deep. It's a big stride inside the 10. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal.
Well, this guy already has a touchdown. He almost had his 2nd right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then hit.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Tease. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. How bold will they be on third down after that last run? Looking to throw, it's Boyd. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Etheridge. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Looking to throw on first down. Get it out on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The hurry up now. Second down. Clock ticking. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Unloads it downfield. Makes the grab down the left side. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Rushes on him. He's going to take off. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power. A 46-yarder from the left. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. That'll bring him to within 4. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Just enough time for one final play in this half. The give to the tailback. Makes a man miss. And after that short gain, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been taking in a magnificent scene there today in Champaign. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. 2 workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game. But
oh, he's got some space. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Right back to the well. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Leaves it with the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
The Cornhuskers will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll run it. It's Melton. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got his man on the right. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. And the Huskers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Wants to go up top. Working that left side now. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to blow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Husker.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. They'll immediately call timeout. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They come out now down by 2 possessions, 28-17, and hoping to use this drive to draw closer. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Just making life miserable for opposing quarterbacks the way Trev Alberts always did.
Yeah, just finding a guy that can sniff out the quarterback and kind of feel it, have those instincts. You could tell he saw it, went and got it, just like your boy Trev Alberts, Reese.
The Illini just added to its workload after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Boyd. Here's the pressure. Pulls it in, it's Booker. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Lofts one high and deep. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Wow, that quarterback is lucky there. If you're going to take a chance like that on 3rd down in your end of the field, you better be right, because that should have been picked and returned for a touchdown. This offense is lucky now they're getting a chance to punt this ball away.
Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Bunch formation for these receivers. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Black. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Ball will they dial up on 2nd, and a long way to go. Tight end now in motion. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. This is the new wave of offensive thinking, going for it 4th and long from their own 47. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
What a nice play by the DB there. When that rain starts coming down, the ball gets a little bit heavier. The quarterback throws the ball a little bit lighter. DBs can take advantage sometimes of some underthrown balls, go out and make some big plays.
Makes the catch. It's Booker. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Quarterback on the keeper. First down and more. At the 20, he's got space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And that's what makes this offense so dynamic. It's his running ability, and I love them going option here. He's hoping the defense is going to give him a look that forces him to keep the football. And how about his ability in the open field, generating a massive explosive play on that option run?
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Illini just added to its workload after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Boyd. Looking to the big tight end. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
And perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
Hauls it in. He's brought down right at the 13-yard line. Still a ways to go to make it to the line to gain. Let's see what they do on 4th. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Absolutely perfect. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. Duke is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Daniel Jones, this offense is not guaranteed to just keep scoring points today. They're up by 7 over NC State. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. First play of the drive wants to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it inside the 30. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
The inside handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. And that big, bad Husker front just keeps wreaking havoc in the backfield.
I mean, that's what you want. You want the defensive line to dominate the football game. You don't want to have to blitz and bring all these extra bodies. And this defensive line, this black shirt defensive line, is doing their job.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. A little screen to the running back. They'll stop him short of the first down, and the screen didn't quite convert. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. They'll try the run. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Black. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Yeah, and I like this offense keeping the foot on the gas. You got to lead by a couple scores, but keep the foot on the accelerator. Nice job. Another big play down the field for this offense.
The Huskers will have it first and 10. To the ground with the back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff that teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
Going to swing it on second down. They've got the screen set up. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing the football in the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big plays. Understand he's going to be a...
And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Got room on the return. The 30. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position.
You know, could that be the play that changes the momentum now in this game? Remember, they're down, and it seems like the opponent's got this game in hand, but because of that interception, could that be the play now that generates the momentum to give them a spark to maybe come back and steal this game?
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking to throw, it's Boyd. He's got it on the move. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Wants to throw on third down. Looking for the score. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away.
And after failing to get that fourth down, it just feels like this game is over. They are going to need a miracle. They're going to need a quick 3 and out. They're going to need a turnover or something to have any shot at getting back in this game.
Pushes his way for a couple and gets it to the 7-yard line. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. The give as they work on that clock. Not much room there. They'll give him 1 to the 9. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Chance to build a little momentum here by converting this 3rd down from deep in your own territory. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Black. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Give to the running back. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6.
Big 3rd down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on 3rd down.
On 3rd and short, the power run here. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. The Cornhuskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
They go to the ground. Got a little space. Breaks into the open. Lowers those pads. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's